friends! Today I'm coming at you with my February TBR. It's a little late. Today's the 8th. Hopefully this will be up tonight though. I've just been really busy with school and then I was sick. You can still kind of hear it in my voice. But anyway, let's get on with it. The first book on my TBR I actually already finished, and that is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. If you watched my haul, I was not going to read this book this month. I planned on reading it March, April, taking my time with it, but I ended up just really wanting to read it the more it sat on my shelves while I was reading Heir of Fire, the more I wanted to read it. So I read it and I loved it. If you watched that haul, again, I said that I was really iffy about it. I didn't know how I was going to feel about it because it has had so much hype behind it. Everything I said in that video, if I could take back, I would. I loved this book. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to lie, I cried during it. During the big battle in the end, if you've read the books and you know what I'm talking about. I cried during that. I'm not going to lie. It was like 12 o'clock last night, this morning technically, and I was like laying in my bed crying and sniffling and just trying to finish this book. And then because of that, today I went to Barnes & Noble and I bought City of Ashes, and then along with that I bought City of Glass and the City of Fallen Angels, and I'm so excited to read these. Oh my gosh. This month I really only want to read City of Ashes though. I don't want to fly through the books. In fact, I'm not even starting this tonight. I'm going to start another book, read that, then maybe pick this up. I'm speechless when it comes to this series. Like, I guess all the hype was true and now I'm hyping it too. If you haven't read this, take it from me, I was skeptical about it. Read this series. It is so good. It is phenomenal. There's action, there's romance, there's drama, there's everything in this that you could want, and it's so good. Plus, the new covers, let's just talk about that spine and then these covers. I can't get enough of them. Besides my Mortal Instruments books, which now I can't get enough of, I want to read The Girl on the Train this month. I kind of forgot that I had this on my bookshelf, and then my mom and I were at Target the other day, and we were going past the movies, and she said, oh, I really want to see that, meaning the movie The Girl on the Train, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I have the book, I want to read the book. So, but I also really want to see the movie, and now that it's out on DVD, I felt like I should read the book. I'm really into thrillers right now, and I heard that it's a lot like Gone Girl, which was a book that I loved when I read it last year. I know that a lot of people don't like it. My mom can't get into it at all. And I keep telling her, like, if you get past the slow part in the beginning, it is so good. And it's so thrilling, I guess. And there's so many twists and turns that it is phenomenal. I love it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So I'm excited to read this. After The Girl on the Train, I have a book that doesn't really come up a lot on BookTube, not that I've seen at least, and that's Confessions of the Paris Mysteries. I love these books. This is the third book in the Confessions series by James Patterson. It's the only series I've ever read by him, I think. But my mom loves him. Like, she reads everything by James Patterson, so I picked the first book, Confessions of a Murder Suspect, up when it came out, and I loved it. And the same with the second book, Confessions of the Private School Murders, so I'm excited to read this and see where they go with the series. If you don't know about this, it's about, main character is Tandori, and she has a twin, a younger brother and an older brother. Their parents are found murdered in the first book, and it's just like, it's like a crime novel. It's finding out who murdered their parents and why, and you find out all of these twists and turns and secrets about the family. So it's so good. The whole series is so good. And then the second book is someone else in Tandori's life is murdered, and it's more twists and turns about her family and how it relates to the person that was murdered. I think that it takes a little bit of a spin though in this book, that it's less about murder and her family, but I could be wrong. That's just what I got from the end of the last book and the synopsis on the back of this one. The last book I have is This Is Where It Ends. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the author's name because I'm just going to butcher it and I don't want to do that. This was pretty hyped on BookTube a while ago, and I've been interested in reading it. The reason it took me so long is that they never had it in stock on Amazon or on Barnes & Noble's website or at their store when I was looking to buy it. So I finally found it in stores the last time I was there. I don't know if I hold this though, but I finally found it in stores and it seems interesting. It's about a school shooting. It takes place within the 54 minutes, like before and during that shooting. Excuse that noise. It probably sounds like my house is falling down if you can hear it. My dog has like skin allergies and she's scratching. But this book takes place within the 54 minutes, like before, during, and after the shooting. That's what I think, at least, like the way that it's described. And I read 19 Minutes, which is Jodi Picoult's story of a school shooting, so I liked that, and I'm interested to see if this is like that at all. But other than that, those are my books for the month. If I don't get through all 4, because I already finished 1, I at least want to get through The Girl on the Train and City of Ashes, so hopefully I can get through those. I've been trying to read like a few chapters a night, no matter what time I go to bed, even if it's just like 1 chapter, just that I'm reading every day, because I used to read every day and be able to finish books in 1 day. And when I started going to school online, which sounds crazy because there's like this misconception that going to school online is easier, it's actually harder. I personally think that we get more work. I went to 2 schools previous to taking classes online, and it is so much more work. Or maybe it's that the due date is always Thursdays, so I know that I have until Thursday to do the work, and I never do it like ahead of time. Like, my mom's at work until 7, and then we're going out to dinner, and I've been doing nothing all day, and I didn't even pick up my laptop to do any homework, which I should have, because I take 3 classes, and that's 2 discussion posts for each class. But I just didn't, you know that it's due on Thursday. It's like writing, an essay the night before. It's what I do every week. So, but because of that, I don't read like full books in a sitting. So I'm trying to read at least a few chapters a night and see how that goes. Other than that, that's all I have for right now. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!